So we're back with another video and we're going to be commentating on the Pakistani real estate market. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you've seen the multiple luxury houses that are available in the market, and especially on YouTube with all of these fancy houses being shown online. What I'm doing over here, I am commentating on the architectural and interior design features that go into making these homes. Not necessarily for you to buy them, like I'm not marketing them, but to just kind of like show you what kind of mistakes they're making, what kind of trends they're following. Are they going to be long lasting? Are the materials that they're using in these really quote unquote luxury houses, are they even worth the price that they're offering you for? The price that they're quoting their audiences for. And also just to kind of like explain some of the architectural thinking and design thinking that goes into these houses. Mostly, if you've seen my previous videos, there are a lot of mistakes when it comes to design and overall architectural and interior design thinking when real estate is being made, because I feel as if no kind of standard is being followed, and it's just like किसी एक से ड्राइंग बना ली और फिर अंदर फिनिश खुद कर लिया, इस तरह का सिलसिला चलता है अमूमन when it comes to building residential homes. If you're not a big developer, and if you're a big developer and you're making these mistakes, then I feel as if you need to kind of like stop and kind of reevaluate what you're selling your buyers. Sorry, what kind of houses you're selling to your buyers. So let's move on. If you've clicked on this video, I'm sure you are very familiar with this boxy house structure, with this boxy architectural style. It's really common in Pakistan, especially in Lahore, because I'm based in Lahore and I have been in the Lahore design industry for like almost 6 years now. I'm still working remotely, but this boxy style is really common. You see this in all the new homes. The only concern that I have for this box style is whether or not it's future proof. It's a very industrial looking house. It's a very industrial looking futuristic house because it uses a lot of gray. Not a lot of classical elements. Usually classical elements classical elements do tend to stand the test of time. Not so sure about like how these modern elements are gonna fare, but overall it's a really nicely made home. I personally don't have a good preference for this box shape, but I know that people really do like it. This is actually a good version of that boxed form, because you know what they've done over here. A really good thing that they've done is they've kind of added these negative spaces with the help of these balconies over here that kind of gives some kind of break to this whole structure. I've done a video before where they had like just a big block of like brick and concrete, which was obviously covered up with tiles. It was just this big solid block, and that really visually looks quite heavy. Because they've added these negative spaces, it just kind of opens up the space and it has a bit more breathing room. So very well done, and yeah, the outside looks quite nice. Going inside the house, I can say this is actually quite well done as compared to all of the houses that I've seen done before in the same modern line style that they've gone for. The driveway is actually not that heavy. Usually I've seen that in these homes they tend to add so much geometry, like there's so many shapes going on. Thankfully that's not the case in this house. Although they have those like linear tiles, they do have that like those rectangular shapes on the driveway. Because of the coloring and because of the pattern, it's light, it's subtle, it's not that heavy. It looks nice. I wish that the garden perhaps was a bit bigger, because you know what the thing is, the amount of grade that they have in this whole building, that green is kind of once again giving breathing room to all of that gray and all of that concrete inspired look. If there was a bit more greenery, if the ground was a bit bigger, it would have definitely added some more, like, you know, it would have definitely like highlighted the space a bit more. But I understand that in Lahore, in Pakistan especially, there's a huge preference towards indoor spaces rather than outdoor spaces because of the climate and the weather and overall the structure of lifestyle over there. I understand that, but honestly, just a bit more of green space. If this patch was a bit wider, it would have looked really nice. But just something small.
कर सकते हैं ये है इसका वाटर फीचर जो कि राइट और लेफ्ट साइड में प्लांट्स को भी लगाया गया है सामने सिटिंग स्पेस लगाई गई है और ये बहुत ही जबरदस्त आपका सिटिंग प्लेस है जो कि आप यहां
I feel like that's not gonna get used that much. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
बिकॉज़ ये है इसका कैंटल वॉल एरिया और उसी के साथ-साथ अब हम चलेंगे इस घर के अंदर की तरफ घर बहुत लग्जरियस बहुत खूबसूरत
Okay, I just want to point something really small out. It's just something really funny, nothing to do with the house, but just like I just find that a bit funny because like I know what happens when you're constructing homes and when you're in the construction industry back at home. It's really funny that, is it just me? I feel as if that's a ladder pattern over here. I feel like कि काफी देर तक like सीढ़ी पड़ी हुई थी यहाँ जब घास उग रही थी, and perhaps nobody picked that up and it's kind of like messed with the growth of the grass over here. क्या ख्याल है? मुझे लगता है कि जैसे सीढ़ी छोड़ दी थी किसी ने वहाँ for a really long time, and that's probably like, I don't know, maybe I'm just assuming, but I find that quite funny because I know किस तरह की चीजें ना construction में होती हैं. Things like this happen when you're like in construction, especially in Pakistan. So quite funny if like somebody left their ladder over there for a really long time and it messed with the growth of the grass over there. It's quite funny. The only thing for me, it's a beautiful entrance. They should have probably like removed that those mats before filming this video. But I really wish that this platform extended all the way there. I know that they've done an asymmetrical thing, but I don't know. It's just I feel as if it should have been all the way there. I feel like that would have made more sense, but it's not bad. I like the granite that they've used. That's quite nice. Okay, one more thing that I want to kind of point out is that, like, you know, there's no solid slab over here. That's a good thing. That's actually allowing light to pass from this area, and of course this area. It's allowing light to pass through into the main entrance over here, which is quite nice. If you kind of look at the back where they gave that like outdoor seating area, it didn't have that like negative space here, so it was a bit more darker. But yeah, good thing, they've done a good thing here.
So because ये जो इसका main entrance area है, यहाँ से देखिए कितना lavish इसमें आपको view मिलता है और कितना spacious view मिलता है और सामने है इसका main entrance door में जाने से पहले 3 steps आप ऊपर जाते हैं तो आप enter करते हैं, इधर आप check कर लें flooring और यहाँ left side में भी plants को लगाया गया है और इधर right side में भी आपको plants welcome करते हैं और यहाँ से भी बस अब हम घर में enter करेंगे तो आप इसकी शानदार lobby देखेंगे देखेंगे वाकई ही माशाल्लाह.
I have some comments on the door, but like it's okay. It's nice. I like the chandelier.
और ये सेंटर में कंसोल रखा गया है जहाँ पे मल्टीपल डेकोरेशन पीसेस रखे हुए हैं और राइट साइड में स्टेयर्स हैं जो कि हमें फर्स्ट फ्लोर की तरफ एक्सेस देती हैं.
Not bad. It's an overall nice, warm interior. Not bad. It's quite nice. Okay, so I just want to point out that's actually a bathroom. Sorry, that's actually a bathroom done well. Usually, if you've seen my previous videos, they mess up in the bathrooms. Nobody properly plans those. Because I feel as if this developer is a big developer. They've taken out the money and the thought and the time to actually properly design it. I like that the tiles are going all the way up to the ceiling. It has these like accent rope lights on the side, which is good. There's not too much pattern. What they usually end up doing in like bathrooms back at home is that they add so much pattern and texture in these bathrooms just to make him look more luxurious, but they end up kind of like looking really bad because there's supposed to be a balance. And in this powder room, like, I see that balance. Quite nice. I like how they kept the floor light, the other walls are light, just one type of a tile, some like granite highlights, or I feel as if maybe Korean or granite highlights on the sides. Korean, it's definitely Korean because that vanity is Korean. And they've added that one feature tile. It's the star of the powder room and it looks quite balanced and nice, and I really like the accent lighting. So well done on that. I feel as if the bathroom is definitely a bit on the smaller, bathroom. The office is a bit on the smaller side, but I guess that's fine. It's probably not that big of a use that they might have, whoever, I don't know. It's quite small, but like, yeah, it does look a bit like quite packed. But I understand it's not a main room, right? Okay, so one thing I want to add is like actually this dining room is done quite well. In terms of decor, I feel as if it's slightly lacking. It's done quite well because I've seen a lot of disasters before. So this is beautiful compared to that. The only thing that I would say, because I feel as if symmetry is not that thought about, especially when it comes to smaller things like decor as well. So like, you know, just this wall art randomly here, a painting here, one here, it's not near the side table, it's not near the sofa, it's kind of like just there. So I feel as if maybe they could have worked on that, but there's some completely minor things, just decor, that's fine. But yeah, the furniture is really nice. The sofas, I love it. Tables, yeah, I feel as if these kind of modern tables are quite liked back at home. They're quite nice, but once again, it's that same modern style. Would it date? It might, but yeah, overall really nice. I really like the kind of ceilings that they're doing over here. They're beautiful. They have that black embedment and lights installed, proper lighting installed, so quite nice. I love the fall ceiling in this house. Usually what they do is they do such heavy fall ceilings. It's really bad. I don't know why that's a trend over there. The people perhaps really like it in Lahore, really heavy fall ceilings, but I like that it's clean cut over here. It's quite nice. The chandelier is beautiful. I love that chandelier. It's absolutely gorgeous. The furniture is quite nice. Not so sure about those end chairs. They have that pattern on it, which is okay. That feature wall, so I got a glimpse of it before as well. I'm just gonna pause the video here. I really love what they've done over here. It's not too much. It's actually quite balanced. I might be a bit like hesitant towards like how heavy the lights might be. Maybe if they could have gone for something a bit smaller, that would have definitely been a bit better. But they've actually done a really nice feature wall over here. They have like this, I feel as if this is mercury glass in a different color, but that's the localized language. I think that's called mercury glass. But yeah, the marble imitation tile, quite nice. I love the glossy effect that it's having. What I really like about this place right now is that they have like really nice brown tones that are consistent throughout the house. Usually in homes there's no consistency over there, but I like what they've done here. There's this consistency of design aesthetics, and there's this consistency of tones and colors, which I feel as I hope that they've maintained moving further on. Developers, what they tend to do is they add a lot of glass doors to kind of like save on wood, but you know, it does actually work as well, because like glass partitions make the space feel a bit more open. Okay, so I've talked about this before. The areas that they add these green spaces, inside homes, I feel as if this might date after some time. This is actually not practical. Can you, I don't know if you can see it, but like the astroturf that they've added over here is not properly like placed as well. It's just like this carpet cut out over there. You know, things like that, this is gonna get ruined. It's gonna collect dirt, it's gonna collect dust, dirt, lots of stuff. It's not, it's not easy to clean that stuff. Do you get what I mean? Especially those pebbles and everything like that. It can be maintained, but I personally feel as if adding like this green patch, this artificial green patch, is something that is a trend these days, but it will definitely fizzle out. You see those nice tones, those nice beige brown tones, they're really nice. Brown tones for the theater, quite nice. What I like about this home is that nothing is too overdone, thankfully, because usually in homes they really tend to overdo things, especially in that theater. It's just a clean cut theater look, nothing too elaborate. That's good. Not too much elaborate lighting, not too many elaborate lighting as well, lighting blinds as well. That tends to happen too. Artwork is actually pretty nice as well in the hallway, yeah. The kitchen is also well done. Usually kitchens are not done well. Okay, one thing I'm gonna point out is that they've used nice appliances. That's LG freezer, LG fridge. Great, whoever's gonna buy this house, that's good appliances. I think that's Franke. That's also a really good company. So like, these are all imported products, of not made in Pakistan. Not sure about the LG one, but yeah, they're good quality stuff. And even the kitchen, from what I can tell, this is also probably like once again like imported material. Not saying that localized material isn't good. I wish it was, but there is once again an issue of like standardization. There's no quality. There's no ensuring quality products back at home, so that does tend to become an issue, but this is a good kitchen. Okay, in terms of design, I feel as if they could have left that out. They didn't need that. Perhaps the TV is fine, but those accents over there with that lighting, I feel as if that it was a bit unneeded. They could have kept it clean, cut and simple. Okay, one utility, this utility kitchen, one thing that they've done is that they've added this white tile, which is actually good. Not sure about the embossment in it. Could have gone for plain tiles, but that's actually quite smart, because like this is the main kitchen that's gonna be used thoroughly. I feel as if they could have probably extended the tile if this was plain, but that's fine. They've kept it till here. That's okay. But nice, good idea to keep like a nice white tile, a white backsplash in this area, so that it's easier to clean and like obviously easier to maintain. It's a bit textured, right? But it's okay. It's not bad. I love the Korean material here. The fact that they brought that all the way towards the black splash, that's great. I like that they kept it all the way there. That's also great job. Otherwise they would have added these weird cuts. Okay, this is also a nice living area. I feel as if this fluted pattern is also getting a bit overdone, but it's beautiful. It's really nice. Okay, the only thing I have reservations about are those like brass strips over there. I feel as if that's overdone. Okay, the room was done really well, other than the window treatments over here. I feel as if that pattern's a bit much. the cheetah print as well. But just these are just small things, nothing to major, but overall it's a pretty decent space. Once again, the false ceilings are consistent, thank God. Usually they're not, they're all over the place, but I like what they've done here. So they added the custom vanity, that's quite nice. And the bathroom, okay, the walk-in closet is great. That's beautiful, that's really nice. The mercury glass, the tinted brown glass is beautiful, looks really luxurious. This is the good kind of like modern design elements that they've used over here. I'm not so sure about those things. Like, I feel as if those are a bit, I don't know. It's different, it's nice, but would that date? Do you think that's gonna date? As in, like, do you think that after a few years that's gonna look really dated and different? It looks quirky right now, but do you think it's long lasting? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, overall, let's see. This is one thing that I do want to point out, just going back here. That tile is actually not bad. I felt as if maybe that was a heavier pattern. Two pattern, one pattern's here, one pattern's there. It's not that bad though. It's balancing. I don't want to be picky once again because it's actually a good house. It's quite well done. But I don't want to sound picky, but I'm just commentating on, like, you know, the things there where the improvement could have been. Once again, that central brass strip, I feel as if we could have gone without that. And yeah, in their bathroom, okay, that's good. Clean cut and simple, that's nice. Clean cut and simple, that's the best. Okay, the window treatments, let me know, what do you think? Do you think they could have gone without those double panels? Could have just kept it simple? I feel as if those colors don't merge and those materials don't merge. Something really small though. One thing I will point out is that central table over there. It's such a nice, the warmth in this space is really nicely maintained, but that gold is like really striking out. Overall, the other tones of gold that they've used, they're not that out there, but the one in that foyer table is. So yeah, not bad. Nice modern lighting. The glass railing is also quite standard, quite nice. It looks nice though, it doesn't look out of place. It looks quite nice, it goes with the whole setting. The bedroom, okay, this is probably like a secondary bedroom. Okay, so the paneling is not bad. Okay, I thought that perhaps they brought this all the way down there, which is really common in like interiors back at home, but thank God they haven't done that. Maybe there could have been a break over here, but I understand why they did that. I feel as if maybe if they could have kept if they could have kept the width towards how wide the panel is up there, rather than making this smaller, they could have made this a bit wider. I feel as if that could have worked a bit better. And maybe it's the angle, but I do feel as if you feel that contrast, right? But yeah, other than that, once again, clean cut false ceiling, pretty good. This is coming out really straightforward. Usually there are a lot of mistakes, but they've done well. Even the furniture is good, most of it. There's some furniture items that I am a bit hesitant towards, but mostly they're nice. This bathroom is actually done really well. I can't believe I'm saying I have so much positive stuff to say, because usually they end up like messing up in either the bathrooms or the bedrooms or with the furniture or the decor or some kind of like bad tiling. But this is done so well. I love how they kept the vanity wall to wall. These are either Korean or granite coverings that they have added over here, tile over here, accent lighting. Even the rope lights, they're not too much. Maybe they could have gone, maybe perhaps like lighting over there could have been like not done, because I feel as if it wasn't needed, but it doesn't look bad. It actually looks quite nice. I love the rope light that they've added in this area above and below. It gives this really nice ambiance. And the fact that they've added like good sanitary ware, good faucets, good wall faucets, it's beautiful. I don't know if this is a drawer or not. Maybe it's just like solid tile. Maybe there's no storage space. If this was a drawer, this would have been better. But I love the subtle contrast. There's this subtle pattern over here. The top is plain. The bottom vanity is plain. It just gives a lot of depth to this feature vanity, but at the same time it's giving that subtle contrast as well. So this is the balance, and this is the play of textures and colors that needs to be done when you're building houses, when you're creating spaces, residential or commercial. Beautiful. I love it. Especially the backsplash that they've added. And they've kind of kept that, sorry, not the backsplash, but the back tile that they've added. I love that they've actually kept on using that tile all the way in the shower, in the walls. Beautiful, no break of pattern. It just goes well. All good things to say. Do you see what I mean about the warmth of the space? Like the walls are like this slightly darker beige, and it looks good, it looks nice. So they actually, I don't know what he said, but if they've added like a laundry area in that space, that's really good, because I saw a point and a drain over there, so that's definitely a laundry area. That's really smart. People don't do that back at home. But that's really good that they added that feature in this house, especially with the price tag that it has. That's probably a store. Oh, that's probably a staff bedroom. So that's nice. I like the blinds that they've used, those roller blinds. The pattern is subtle, it's not that bad. It's actually blending really well with the whole interior. I love the lighting that they've done. It's beautiful. Once again, they've maintained that false ceiling. Thank God, it's really nicely done. Okay, so there's one thing I'm gonna add, because like the only thing that in this space, like architecturally, and the interior architecture of this space is done really well. The only thing that I feel as if they're lacking are in the colors and the furniture and the decor. Just gonna point that out anyways. You know, I feel as if there's like this brown overall setting going on. They didn't need that blue. That's such a cool tone that I feel as if they didn't need to add in this really warm space. The two-toned window treatments, I feel as if they're getting a bit too much. If they would have once again gone for this really modern looking window treatments, just imagine just this grey, it would have looked quite better without that print. Just plain grey curtains, they would have definitely looked better. The wall art and stuff is great. The chandeliers are okay. I feel as if perhaps they weren't needed because they already have a lot of like good lighting installed at the top. I love this wall. It's so nice and so modern, but I feel as if this blue is kind of taking away from the space. The rug as well, the petals and stuff, once again I feel as if it wasn't needed. But yeah, overall the interior architecture of the space is done really well, but they could have like worked a bit on the furniture setting and the decor, but overall it's really good. The house is really well done. And I just want to point out, interior design and interior decor is different, so just like mentioning that decor is just limited to movable items like, you know, decoration, lamps, furniture, cushioning, color, maintenance, even like things like wall paint, wallpaper, window treatments, they're all a part of decor. The interior of the space is definitely different. That is like the feature walls, the lighting plans, the false ceilings, you know, the overall space. So that's why it's also called interior architecture. So yeah, it's well done though. Once again, I feel as if these gold lamps weren't needed. They've added, they don't look that bad, but it wasn't needed in this clean cut, simple, not simple, but very modernized like false ceiling. So, but it's okay, it's not that it's really taking away from the space, but I do feel as if it could have been better without it. One thing that I'm gonna add, I don't know which company those appliances are from, but that hood is gonna date. This type of hood with this like slanted, what do you call it? This slanted hood, with that like exhaust up there, it's gonna date. So I feel as if that's probably not the best decision. But other than that, you know, the laminate tones and the wooden tones that they've used in the space is blending really well with the overall warmth that they've created in this interior. You know, the browns of the doors are going well with the browns of these, you know, this vanity area, the mercury glass, the wallpaper or paint, and even the flooring. So there's the tones are matching. That's what's important. Imagine if there was a red toned like flooring in this bedroom. That would have definitely not gone with it. Okay, I do have my reservations with this type of like boxy vanity. I feel as if that might date. Practically could have been bigger, would have been nicer, but it's okay. It's not a huge mistake, but just something that I feel as if might not be, you know, modern architecture that might last longer. Just something quirky or trendy. They've gone for a very hotel look. I love the vanities that they've inbuilt in the space. That's really smart of them. That kind of eliminates the need for a separate dressing table. I feel as if the bedrooms in this house, the bedrooms are quite small. Yeah, they do definitely feel a bit smaller, but that's okay. I feel as if the space management, overall space management is not bad. But yeah, it's quite nice. Once again, consistency, the same kind of like wardrobes in each and every room. This is what's called a proper design, proper like architecture, proper interior design. It's done well. I do have a lot of appreciation for whoever made this house because it has balance. Usually homes do not, and you can see when a house is done by a professional and when it's not done by a professional, and this is definitely done by a professional. You can tell the decor the decor and the furniture, not so I don't know, but overall the building, the gray structure, the whole like the fixed materials that they've used, the flooring and stuff, it's done well. Nothing but good things for this space. So that's it for this design review video. Do you agree with me? Do you think that this boxed architecture is quite done in Pakistan? Do you agree with the interior design comments that I had related to the inside of this building? Do you think the furniture blended, or were my reservations right? Leave your feedback down below. I really appreciate getting my audience's perspective and just to kind of like interact and have this design conversation. It feels great, and I love the support and motivation underneath my videos. And once again, if you want a consultation with me, www.taniasheikhstudio.com, and insert the link somewhere over here. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see my portfolio and my work. I also have bespoke furniture. They're more like artisan pieces. If you're interested, they're kind of quirky, they're kind of different. It did take me like almost 2 years to design these, so if you do like them, be sure to check them out. And yeah, until the next video, bye.